you assume that pansexuals are the least shallow?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think they're desperate.
If you're not pansexual, does that mean that you are shallow?
Hey, it's complicated, man. I fucking love this guy.
Subscribe to this channel in case you are watching this channel and you have not subscribed.
All the boxes.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
does that make, basically what I'm curious about is, if men and women can both be shallow for completely different reasons, what does it mean to be shallow?
I think being shallow is just only seeing someone at surface level. And I think having preferences is just knowing what you like and what you don't like, and actually just having a high standard for yourself.
Let's say a man is only willing to find a girl attractive if she's blonde, has huge tits, kind of looks like a blow-up doll, right? Like that's a little bit shallow. Or if a woman is only able to look at a man and be like, okay, abs, hot body, good hair, good teeth, like I feel like that's a little bit shallow. But your preference, if it's your preference of somebody who's like, okay, I prefer somebody who's on the fitter side, doesn't mean that they have to have a full-on six-pack. It could just mean they take care of their body, they're going to the gym, you know, they're working on themselves.
Yeah, I agree with
I personally prefer dad bods and be like, oh, daddy. That is my preference. Little snuggle cuddle meat, that's what I like. So, yeah.
Are men more shallow for wanting attractive women, or are women more shallow for only wanting attractive and also successful men?
I think that depends who you talk to and your interpretation of that.
So,
I think in general, women are more shallow. I think men really don't really have an option to be shallow. I think only a few select men, when I say few, I mean like obviously like a million, but that's a few to a billion. I feel like a few select men actually can be shallow. And even then, I don't even know if they could be. You'd have to have bitches on bitches on bitches to be shallow as a man. As a woman, you could just be an average ass bitch on Instagram with 100 followers and still be shallow.
Aren't shallow for expecting more?
I think everyone's a bit fucking shallow.
And in my previous relationships, I would say that they expect me to be the best version of myself, not just hot. You can get away with being just hot, but you want to be able to articulate yourself and have a conversation with the person, because otherwise the relationship doesn't go anywhere and it's really unlevel.
It depends on what your definition of getting away is. I be telling my girl all the time, if you are a woman and you for sure don't want kids and you for sure don't care about your image that you give off to society or to people that you care about, then being a whore is 100% the way to go, man. Why would you not as a woman? I understand why women don't and why they shouldn't, because they just aren't emotionally able to. Most women aren't emotionally able to. But if you can, bruh, that is the way to go. Sugar daddies on sugar daddies, millions on millions, shopping sprees, vacations, whatever you want. All you have to do is just fuck some old guy. I feel like they can definitely win in that aspect. But if you're trying to find someone that's actually going to wife you and someone that you actually look up to as a woman looks up to a man, like how most women like to do, I feel like you can't just be pretty. You have to have more than just looks to be wifeable of someone of your standards, unless you just have shit standards.
Being a successful man, right, means you make over 6 figures, you have a nice car, nice house, nice job, and being attractive. Okay, cool. Women want that, but that's not always going to bring you your happiness. And with men, because they only want a hot girl, again, that's not going to bring you your happiness, but it's not as shallow because, sure, men are very physical. They want something that's beautiful, and that's what's going to stimulate their mind. Women want some emotional type of connection.
I personally believe to be shallow.
I feel like a lot of men would rather have multiple women if they could, but since most men can't, they will settle for one woman and be okay with that. I don't even know if they'll settle though. Most men cheat if they aren't really happy with that shit. I don't know. It's kind of hard to imagine because just so many men lie because they have to. They have to lie to keep their woman. They have to lie to keep pussy. But I feel like most men, if they're being honest, would rather have bitches as long as their main girl, the girl that they care about, was fine with it.
Shallow is that you only looking on the surface. Like, hey, I think you're good looking. I think I can have sex with you and the sex is great. But we don't even have a deeper connection. We cannot even have a conversation.
Lust.
I mean, I think like attraction is what initially brings you to someone, but really like personality, humor, emotional connection is what makes you stay around.
Do you think women have the privilege of being more picky because they have more options?
Potentially. I know some picky men though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I think women definitely have that privilege. You know, you go into a woman's Instagram messages and there's 100 men in there, but you know, a guy will be lucky if he hits up 100 girls and, you know, maybe 2 get back to him.
Why is it considered a woman's preference to reject a man based on height, but it's considered shallow if a man rejects a woman based on weight?
Is it though?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, again, you're asking somebody who is very open. But yes, I do.
I mean, is that a double standard?
It is a double standard because, I mean, the short king movement, right?
What's the thing?
Right.
What is called weight shaming?
Body shaming.
Body shaming. So shouldn't height size be body shaming too?
Isn't it easier to change your weight than it is to change your height?
Yes.
So wouldn't it be more
Buddy had to think about that. I hope he had to think about it because it was just that simple of a question. But, bruh, can you change your height? Is that I mean, actually, I guess you can nowadays. You can change your height.
shallow for women to reject men based on height?
Yeah.
Why do dating apps ask about height but not weight when women have a height preference and men have a weight preference? Is that not a double standard?
Yeah, it is. I kind of feel like the dating apps are kind of like pushing that agenda.
Do you believe that anyone can be in anyone's league?
No.
What does it mean to be out of somebody's league?
You're just not attracted to that type of person. Like, it can be personality-wise, physically, or status. It's just you're not attracted to that kind of person at all. So.
What is pansexual?
I have no idea.
Right, what the fuck?
So I don't know the actual definition, but for me, I feel like it means like you love everything and are attracted to everything. You're attracted to a man, to a woman, to somebody who's transgender, like
It essentially
everyone.
means you can be attracted to anybody regardless of gender.
Of gender,
And that
okay. So I
bisexual.
kind of got it that right? Okay.
Would you assume that pansexuals are the least shallow?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think they're desperate.
If you're not pansexual, does that mean that you are shallow?
Hey, it's complicated, man. I fucking love this guy. I feel like he has to reverse engineer these questions to start on a topic, figure out how someone's gonna answer it, and then figure out why they would answer it that way by asking them another question. Because I don't see he is elite at this, man. He is so good at these questions. Honestly, probably one of the best interviewers ever. Like, I mean, I don't really watch. Well, I guess I do watch a lot of interviews, but there has to be someone that's can compete with him. But bro, this motherfucker is on another level. He is so good.
I'm not sure. I don't completely understand pansexuals, so I
What's the difference between pansexual and bisexual?
I've been asking myself that for years. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. To me, I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be getting canceled for that. I don't know. I'm not sure.
based on what you said, pansexual is like being attracted to all kinds of gender, including non-binary and people who fall outside of the gender. But bisexual is being attracted to people who identify as either male or female.
Do you think sexuality for women is more mental and emotional for women than men?
Absolutely, yes. I feel like if I'm not in the right mindset, I will not orgasm for the life of me. You can try and you can try and you can try and it will not happen.
So wouldn't that mean that women are more likely to be pansexual than men are?
Absolutely, yes. I feel like sometimes I got my euphoric experience from somebody who is not a man, and that's totally fine.
Should a man be expected to love a woman for who she is if a woman only loves a man for what he provides?
No, double standard. That's not cool. That's not cool.
No, they should both love each other for who they are. And I mean, sometimes it depends on the age and the dating. Like, some young women only want men for what they have, but like if they're really serious, then it should be for who they are.
Who is more?
I feel why women push this double standard shit, this whole obese is okay and body positivity and all. I understand why they push all this stuff, because everybody wants to make life easier for themselves, no matter what it's in, whether it's an invention, a job, transportation, ideology, religion. Like, people just want to make their lives easier. So I get it why the feminist movement has went so far to make it to where women don't even have to work on themselves anymore because they control the dating market. So why wouldn't they just get every woman on the same page to understand that it's okay to be fat because men have to deal with it. It's okay to be hairy because men have to deal with it. It's okay to be whores because men have to deal with it. I understand why the feminist movement has went that way for that reason, but I don't understand. Like, it's just these women that are pushing this idea are so brainwashed they can't even understand that they're doing this. Or maybe they do. Maybe they do understand. Maybe they do understand that they can live however the fuck they want if they keep pushing this ideology down men's throats, because men have to deal with it. And if they don't, then they can go beat off in their hand and die in a hole. I can't hate on someone trying to make life easier. I just feel like at some point we have to stop, man. The fact that we are literally trying to ruin our health to make it easier for us to live, which doesn't make sense, because he's making it easier to die.
More delusional, the average man holding out for the lingerie model or the average woman holding out for the rich alpha male?
Woo-hoo. I think the average male that's waiting on a lingerie model.
Yeah. The average man holding out for the lingerie model, because a lingerie model ain't the average woman. You can't be, you feel me?
But can't the man improve himself to the point where he can attract most of the lingerie
women?
Yeah,
he for sure can. He got to get on his shit.
Yes, he can, actually.
So wouldn't that mean that men are better at self-improvement than women?
Yes.
You're right.
What did he say?
So that mean that men are better at self-improvement than women?
Yes.
But that's not being average. If you're improving yourself, you're not being an average man anymore. As an average man, you have no fucking chance at all. As an average woman, you for sure have a chance. All you gotta do is just post some bikini pics on Instagram.
You're right. You're right. He can. Because to women, like those things like how a man looks physically, I guess if he is, you know, if he has money, if he has status, then most women are okay with that.
Yeah, I'm in that video there, y'all. It's gotten a little long. If you got anything to say about the video, anything to say to me, any critiques, any comments, any suggestions on a future video, let me know down below. I read every single comment. And if you fuck with your boy, will you please give me a subscription? With that being said, deuces.
Niggas falling off and they really ain't winning. 5 to a dime, double up, yeah, I'm with it. 2 pieces, gotta get shot through your fitting. Put a nigga on and I knock a nigga off. Made my own way, niggas know that I'm a boss. 10, 20, 30, yeah, had them bitches lost. Have you ever seen a bundle, baby girl, for a sauce?